One day, Raman was sitting near his grandfather when his grandfather asked him, "Do you read?" Now, this question really confused Raman. What does he mean? Do you read? So, what does he actually mean to ask? Do you read newspapers? Do you read comic books? Do you read storybooks? Do you read fiction books? This question sounded incomplete to Raman. And that is when his grandfather clarified, "Do you read books?" And Raman gave the answer, "Yes, I do read books." But if you look at this sentence, "Do you read books?" Now, without this noun books, the sentence sounded incomplete. In this sentence, read is the verb and books is the answer to what. So if I ask, read what? The answer will be books. So what? Books is the answer to the question. What? Read what? Books. So books is the object of the verb read. Books is the object. It is the object of the verb read. And such verbs are called transitive verbs. So what are transitive verbs? Well, we need to question whom or what to the verb, like read what. And if we get an answer, then the verb is transitive. So in the last sentence, if I ask, read what? We get the answer, books. So I can say that read is a transitive verb. So a transitive verb is a verb that can take an object. And the object is the answer to the question, whom or what. So now if we look at this sentence, they played football. Played is the verb here. And if I ask, what did they play? The answer is football. So football is the answer to the question, what? So football is an object of the verb played. So I can say that played is a transitive verb here. Played is a transitive verb. He loves pies. So first we need to find out the verb. Verb is loves. And if I question the verb, what does he love? Pies. So what? If I question what does he love? Pies. So pies is the object of this verb, and because this verb has an object, it is called a transitive verb. So transitive verbs are verbs which have objects. And how do we find out whether a noun is an object to a verb or not? By checking whether we are getting the answer to the question, what or whom. The apes played hide and seek in the woods. Now in this case, played is the verb. And if I ask the question, what did the apes play? The answer is hide and seek. So once again, hide and seek is the object of the verb played. So played is a transitive verb here. Now look at this sentence. The apes played in the woods. Once again, the verb is same, played. But now if I ask the question, what did the apes play? Do I get an answer? What did the apes play? We don't get an answer. Let us ask the second question. With whom did the apes play? Once again, we are not getting any answer. We have something in the woods, but It is the answer to the question where. Where did the apes play? So it is the answer to the question where. But we know that for a noun to be qualified as an object, it has to be the answer to questions what and whom and not where. So because this is the answer to the question where, it is not the object of the verb played. So played is not a transitive verb. So in this sentence, played does not have an object because we are not getting the answer to the questions what or whom. So played is not a transitive verb. Then what is played here? Played is an intransitive verb. So an intransitive verb is a verb that does not take an object to complete its meaning. So an intransitive verb does not take an object to complete its meaning. So no object. Catherine ate. Now in this sentence, ate is the verb. What did Catherine eat? There is no answer. With whom did Catherine eat? Once again, there is no answer. So there is no object of the verb ate. So ate is an intransitive verb. Ate is an intransitive verb. Rebecca ate her breakfast. Now in this sentence, ate is the verb. What did Rebecca eat? Her breakfast. So this is the object because I am getting an answer to the question what? So ate is a transitive verb here. But in the previous sentence, ate was an intransitive verb. Whereas in this sentence, ate has an object. So it is a transitive verb. So we see that the same verb can be treated as transitive or intransitive verb depending upon the sentence. We walked for hours. Now is walked a transitive or an intransitive verb? Let us see. If I question, what did we walk? There is no answer. With whom did we walk? Again, there is no answer. So, there is no object to the verb walked. For hours is the answer to the question, for how long did we walk? But it is not the answer to the question, what or whom. So, it is not the object of the verb walked. So, walked is an intransitive verb. Remember, it is a perfectly correct sentence. Just the verb is an intransitive verb. Sheen sings in the bath. So, sings is the verb. Now, if I ask you, what does Sheen sing? Do you get the answer as bath? No. With whom does Sheen sing? Do you get the answer? No. So, even sings is an intransitive verb because it has no object. So, just by looking at the noun after the verb, don't assume that this verb is a transitive verb. It should give the answer to the question what or whom for this to qualify as the object of the verb. Transitive verbs can also have two objects at a time. His father gave him a watch. Now in this case, gave is the verb. Now if I ask the question, what? What did his father give? The answer is watch. And if I ask the question, whom did his father give? The answer is him. So we are getting the answer to both the questions. What and whom? The answer to what is watch. The answer to whom is him. So both are objects. There are two objects in this sentence, watch and him. And gave is a transitive verb with two objects. So gave is a transitive verb with two objects. Now the answer to the question what is watch. So watch is called the direct object. And the answer to the question whom is him. So him is the indirect object. So the answer to what is direct object. And the answer to whom is called indirect object. He told me a secret. Now in this case, told is the verb. And if I ask the question, what? What did he tell? A secret. So secret is an object of the verb told. It is a direct object because it is the answer to the question what. And now if I ask the question whom? Whom did he tell? The answer is me. So even me is an object of the verb told, but me is an indirect object. So me is an indirect object. So even the verb told has two objects, secret and me. Secret is the answer to the question what, and it is the direct object. Me is the answer to the question whom, so it is the indirect object. So now can you tell whether the verb is transitive or intransitive? He writes on the paper. So the verb is writes. Now first I need to ask the question what? What does he write? Do I get an answer? No. Whom does he write? Do I get an answer? No. So there is no object of the verb. So in this case, the verb is an intransitive verb. Writes is an intransitive verb. Now, in this sentence, is the verb a transitive or an intransitive verb? He writes a letter on the paper. Now, in this case, writes is again the verb. If I pose the question, what does he write? I get the answer, letter. So letter is the direct object of the verb writes. So the verb writes is a transitive verb. So we see once again that the same verb can be used as a transitive or an intransitive verb. So a verb can both be transitive and intransitive according to its use. I have eaten. In this sentence, have eaten is the verb, but there is no object. I have eaten. So if I ask the question, what have I eaten? There is no answer. Whom have I eaten? Once again, no answer. So have eaten is intransitive in this sentence. Whereas in this sentence, I have eaten my chocolate. So what have I eaten? My chocolate. So it is the direct object of the verb. So in this sentence, have eaten is the transitive verb. So we see transitive verbs are the verbs which have objects either direct or indirect, and intransitive verbs are the verbs which don't have any object. If you like this video, then subscribe to our channel. You can also register for free at deltastep.com to get all the learning resources as per CBSE, ICSE, IB, Cambridge or any other curriculum. Over 5,000 amazing lectures on maths, science, English and social science. Our unique interactive video technology keeps you engaged And our iDictionary feature allows you to quickly revise any concept. Master each topic at your own pace with our adaptive practice technology and 1 million plus questions. Get instant answers and detailed solutions. Be exam ready by taking unlimited mock tests, performance analysis along with actionable feedback, personal tutors to resolve the slightest of your doubts. And that's not all. You can also win exciting prizes like PlayStations, iPads, watches, and many more, along with certificates through our Earn As You Learn program. So at deltastep.com, learning is not just fun and easy, it is rewarding too. So register for free now.